Good morning, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Handy. So where were we? What were we doing? I think we were talking about the Radha Krishna mission, right?
Yes, ma'am.
We have
Ma'am, we were
completed.
on Swami Vivekanand.
हाँ मतलब Swami Vivekanand only has started the Radha Krishna.
Yes, ma'am, Swami Vivekanand.
He only has started that, no? Hmm. Chalo, what is the next topic now?
We have to continue.
Continue from? Continue from where? Jaskaran, keep your camera on.
I am going to take my book.
Your voice is coming very slow. I cannot hear you properly.
Ma'am, I am going to take my book, so please wait.
Okay, go and get it fast. Yashmit,
Ma'am, I am also taking my book just 2 minutes.
Arey, didn't you know that you're
Ma'am,
Yes,
ideas
Ayushman.
and works of the ma'am,
This is
ideas
10
and
minutes
works
break.
of the Arya Samaj.
This is 10 minutes break. Your class starts from 1:30, 1:20.
122, 122.
Oh, okay. Then take your 2 minutes more. I thought it starts from 1:15. Get your books and everything. Be in position. Okay? I'll see you in 2 minutes. Bhavya, what have you made so scary? I got scared. क्या है ये? अरे, I cannot see, it's getting blurred. What is this, man? What is it? What have you tried to make?
It is analog horror. You can search this on Google.
Which horror?
Analog horror.
Analog horror. Chalo guys, let's get started. Yashmit, read. Whatever we have read yesterday, I hope that is all clear to everyone. In case anybody has any doubt, please let me know. Oh yeah, I also gave you one homework yesterday. Do you remember?
We had to find the Swami Vivekananda's real name.
अरे no.
आर्य समाज के बारे में कुछ करना था.
कुछ करना
Yes,
था.
ma'am.
Nice. Well done, यशमित. कुछ क्या करना था? वो कुछ किया आपने?
कुछ तो किया
कुछ
हो.
किया आपने?
No, ma'am.
अरे ओ भाई, बंद करो सही से. मेरी क्लास चल रही, बोलना मत.
May I start the reading?
Before we start the reading, Yashmit, you will tell me the homework which I gave you yesterday. What does the Arya Samaj even exist today? If yes, then what all it is? What all
Yes,
it?
yes, ma'am. It exists today even.
Okay, Bhavya. Can you tell me more about it? I asked people to Google it. I'm giving you 5 minutes right now. Search about Arya Samaj, search about its functioning, and tell me what all does the Arya Samaj do in today's world. How is it functioning? Is it functioning? If yes, then what functions does it? Hurry up, I'm giving you 5 minutes for that.
Ma'am, I searched that Arya Samaj is a monotheistic Hindu organization which was founded by Dayanand.
Bhavya, if it is to read, then even I can read. Anybody can read. I am asking you to read it for your own, grasp the information, and then tell me. Are we here? Are we done? I request everyone to please keep the cameras on. Yes, Yashmit.
And the Arya Samaj still exists today, and it is doing social work like opening DAV schools that are Daya Anand are Anglo-Vedic schools, and it also promotes Vedic knowledge and other Upanishads principles.
Well done. Yes, Riddhi.
Ma'am, Arya Samaj is working today's itself, and it is showing that it is focusing on Vedic principle, emphasizing education and etc.
Okay, good. Yes, Bhavya.
Ma'am, sorry, Arya Samaj exists today also, and it made many gurukuls and they actually promoted Vedic education as well as the education from the Upanishads because Dayanand wanted that Indians should not follow these orthodox rules and regulations, but the true values of the Vedas and Upanishads.
Good. Yes, Samarth.
Ma'am, the Arya Samaj still exists today and they have opened schools such as the Kanya Mahavidyalaya to empower women.
Fine. So, like I told you, it is still there, it is still existing, it's still doing work for the welfare of the society, right? It's still, it still abolishes the elaborated rituals, right? If you want to perform any wedding ceremony from the Arya Samaj, you can do that, and it will be very simple and without any, elaborated rituals, etc., etc. Right? Now, let's resume from where we left yesterday. Yashmit, start reading.
Ideas and works of the Arya Samaj. First, revival of Vedas and Vedic values. The Arya Samaj helped in the revival of Vedas and the Vedic values. All the four Vedas are regarded by the Arya Samaj as the fountain of all knowledge and truth. Second, social reforms. In the field of social reforms, the Arya Samaj opposed the rigidity of the caste system and condemned untouchability. It fought against child marriage, forced widowhood, sati, widow burning, pardah, dowry system, superstitions, and religious sacrifices. Arya Samaj encouraged widow remarriage, intercaste marriage, simple marriage, and monogamy. It opened schools for women, including polytechnics, to give them technical training in
Do we know what is
several
monogamy? What's monogamy?
Ma'am, many marriages at a time.
What?
Ma'am, a person who did many marriages at a time in olden
That is
times.
not monogamy. That is अगर एक इंसान बहुत सारी शादी करते से ये बोलते हैं काफी ज्यादा आपका ये मुझे अच्छा लग रहा है यशमित काफी इंटेलेक्चुअल दिमाग लगाया है आपने अपना और जो आपने बैकग्राउंड सेट किया है वेरी विची वेरी विची राइट सो जो लोग एक साथ बहुत सारी शादियां करते हैं उसे कहते हैं पॉलीगैमी मोनोगैमी मीन्स मैरिंग वन पर्सन एट वन टाइम राइट सो आर्य समाज डिड नॉट सपोर्ट पॉलीगैमी इट सपोर्टेड मोनोगैमी उसने कहा था कि पॉलीगैमी इज रॉन्ग वन शुड गो फॉर मोनोगैमी ठीक है रीड अहेड यशमित
education. Arya Samaj made a unique contribution in the field of education. After the death of Maharishi Dayanand Saraswati in 1885, a group of his followers formed the Dayanand Anglo-Vedic DAV Society to impart Vedic education combined with modern science and English language.
Fine, so these like I have told you yesterday also कि अगर हम again if you see the work is more or less the same. They have done the same thing. No, working for women education, removing caste barriers, working against inequality, right, promoting education, etc., etc. Bhavya, I can see you getting up and going away. Doesn't matter if you put your picture as a wallpaper. Yes, Yashmit, read ahead.
Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, 1817 to 1898. Sir Syed Ahmad Khan was an ardent social-religious reformer amongst the Muslims in India. He remained loyal to the British even during the rising of 1857. After 1857, the English discriminated
Yashmit,
against the
stop here. Now, do you remember the debate we had in the classroom where you were like, no, ma'am, India was very united at the time of the War of 1857? Remember?
Yes, ma'am.
And just right now, what has he read? He just himself read that Sayyid, what is his name? Complete name?
Sir
Sir
Syed Ahmad
Syed and
Khan.
Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, right? He remained loyal to the to whom?
British.
British
To the
British.
Britishers, even at the time of the revolt of 1857, which was a major cause why we couldn't win the war back then. Because many of the Indians were supporting British, many of the Indians were loyal to the Britishers. Okay?
Ma'am, but this was not in the syllabus.
Array, sir. It was in the syllabus. It is in the syllabus. Padhi.
After 1857, the English discriminated against the Muslims who kept themselves away from English education. Sir Syed Ahmad strove hard to remove the hostility of the British rulers towards the Muslims. He also persuaded the Muslims to accept social, religious, and educational reforms
And
to
can
be
you tell
able
me the
to,
reason why the Britishers became hostile towards Muslims after the War of 1857?
because they thought that the main rebellion was due to Muslims.
Exactly, because since see Bahadur Shah Zafar, the last Mughal emperor, was somehow supporting, or he has wished the revolt, right? He has supported the revolt. They believe that somewhere Muslims are all a major cause for the revolt. That is why they became very hostile towards Muslims. So Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, who used to once support the Britishers, find himself standing in a faith that they, the people whom he have been supporting so wholeheartedly, were not supporting his own community.
He also persuaded the Muslims to accept social, religious, and educational reforms to be able to change with the time. He advocated English education for the regeneration of Muslims. He asked his people to learn modern science and accept modern ways of life and ideas. He asked them to return the purity and simplicity of Islam. In 1864, Syed Ahmad Khan founded the Translation Society, later known as Scientific Society at Aligarh. It published Urdu translation of English books on science and other subjects. He also started an English Urdu journal for spreading liberal ideas on social reform. He advocated the removal of social prejudices such as purdah, polygamy, easy divorce, illiteracy amongst Muslim women, child
Right, so
marriage, etc.
polygamy is very common against Muslims, right? Even today, मतलब अब तो फिर भी कम हो गया है after the तीन तलाक thingy. Then there was, अब तो इतना नहीं होता, polygamy पहले हिंदुओं में भी थी और मुस्लिम्स में भी थी. So they have tried to stop it everywhere. Then the parda system also we talk about. It was there in the Hindu society as well as in the Muslim society. Muslims में आज भी है, ठीक है, आज भी बहुत सारे लोग फॉलो करते हैं. हिंदू सोसाइटी में भी बहुत कम हो गया है, right? You know what
आपका क्या
parda
पर्दा?
system is?
What is Parda system?
Are to cover your face. The females are supposed to cover their face. In Hindu society, the women are supposed to have bhunga till here, right? And in the Muslim, they wear the burqa.
Manas is saying that he wants to read.
Yes, Manas, you can read for
Yes,
sure.
ma'am.
Where is Manas?
Right now he was messaging everyone, ma'am. He made a group and message everyone.
It might not be Manas. It might be somebody else. Manas has some good techie contacts. Your phone might get hacked now. So sorry for you people. Chalo, who will read? Raise your hands. Apart from the students who have already read. जसकरण सिंह तनेजा तो पढ़ चुके हैं कल. क्या हो गया अश्मित? भव्य रस्तोगी पढ़ चुके हैं. परमीत सिंह पढ़ेंगे आज. Parmeet Singh, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
थोड़ा सा
Ma'am,
loud
which
पड़ेगा.
page?
Yashmit,
Ma'am,
which
page
page number you were on?
I am on page number 75H. From 1864 we have to read.
Okay. Parmeet.
Okay, ma'am.
थोड़ा सा loud, Parmeet. Your voice is coming very slow. Very low.
In 1864, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan founded the Translation Society, later known as a Scientific Society, at Aligarh. It published Urdu translation of English books on science and other subjects. He also started an English-Urdu journal for spreading liberal ideas on social reform.
Right. So I hope
He
you will
advocated
must have understood that why did he translate the books in Urdu? Can you tell me why?
हम मुस्लिम के एजुकेशन को बढ़ाने के लिए इंग्लिश पढ़ नहीं पा रहे हैं.
Exactly. So that he wanted the Muslims to become literate in English to get the Western idea so that they can come beyond the obsolete ideas and the customs they were having. Yes. Continue, Parmeet.
he advocated the removal of social prejudices such as parda, polygamy, easy divorce, illiteracy among Muslim women, child marriage, etc.
What is easy
Sayyid
divorce?
Ahmad Khan,
Can you tell me what is easy divorce?
3
I
times
don't
तलाक.
know. Teen talaq.
Yes, 3 तलाक.
मैम 5 तलाक.
5 तलाक तो नहीं होते, 3 तलाक होता है. ये तो उन्होंने कहा कि ये सब चीजें खत्म होनी चाहिए, देखो हो भी गई, बट काफी टाइम लगा. चलिए पढ़िए आगे.
Sayyid Ahmad Khan's greatest work was opening the MAO, Mohammedan Anglo Oriental College at Aligarh, 1875. The college later on developed into a university known by the name Aligarh Muslim University. By giving education in humanities and sciences, the college and the university for, for, post, fostered modern outlook amongst Muslims.
Fine, right? So easy, I think, and it must have been understood. वही चीज़ इन्होंने भी वही चीज़ें की, अपने भाई मुस्लिम्स को एजुकेट करने की कोशिश किया कि वो लोग अपने ऑब्सोलीट कस्टम्स और रिचुअल्स को छोड़ें, मॉडर्नाइजेशन अपनाएं, मॉडर्न बने, इजी तलाक खत्म कर देना चाहिए, पॉलीगैमी खत्म कर देनी चाहिए, जो भी इवल्स उन्हें अपनी कम्युनिटी में रखते थे, अपने रिलीजन में रखते थे, उनको खत्म करवाना चाहते थे. एंड द यूनिवर्सिटी विच ही हैज सेट अप, अलीगढ़ यूनिवर्सिटी, यू नो दैट इट इज स्टिल फंक्शनिंग and it's one of the very famous universities of India. Are you aware of it?
मैम MAO अलीगढ़.
Yeah. Okay. So read further, Parmeet.
Reform movement among the Sikhs.
अच्छा रुक जाओ,
Amongst the Sikhs,
अभी किसी और से पढ़वाते हैं. Who will read? Raise your hand. Somebody could read louder. Riddhi, read.
Reforms movement amongst the Sikhs. Amongst the Sikhs, the reforms movement was started by the Singh Sabs, which were formed in Amritsar and Lahore in the 1870s. But later on, these two Sahibs merged into one. Through the effort of the Singh Sahab and the support of the British, and the Kailash College was founded in 1892 at Amritsar. This college and other such institutions promoted Gurumukhi Sikh teaching and Punjabi literature as a whole, besides imparting education in science and humanities.
Fine. आगे बढ़ो.
Visalingam. Kandukari
Right.
Visalingam, also known
As read before this, have you understood that? मतलब I to find it very simple and decent thing. Any doubts still there? Fine. Now the next reformer we were supposed to read about is Veer Salingam. The name must have given a hint that he belongs to the southern India. right? Priyanshi, read.
Kandukuri Virsalingam, also known as Kandukuri Virsalingam Pantulu, was a social reformer of Andhra Pradesh. He was he was born in an Orthodox Andhra family. He is widely considered as the man who first brought about a renaissance in Telugu people and Telugu literature. He was influenced by the ideals of Brahmo
Okay,
Samaj,
kids. So I hope
particularly
you should mark it down that Veersalingam was the first person who brought the reform movement or the Renaissance movement to the Telugu people. Before him, these teachings were not reaching to him. So it reached to him only through Veersalingam. It reached the Telugu people only through Veersalingam. Read ahead.
he was influenced by the ideals of Brahmo Samaj, particularly those of Keshav Chandra Sen. In 1876, he started a Telugu journal and wrote the first prose for women. He encouraged education for women and started a school for girls in 1874. He started a social organization called Hita Karini,
Hitkari.
Hitkarni, Women's Emancipation. He started a magazine named Viveka Vardhini, Knowledge Improver, at Davaleswaram, in which he wrote about women's upliftment, criticized superstitious beliefs among people, and rampant corruption among the high officials of the government.
Okay, so
He launched
just like the other reformers, he has also worked towards eradicating all the social evils present in his society, banning corruptions, right, and promoting their culture as well. आगे.
He launched Sati Hita Bobini, a special magazine for women. Through it, he enlightened women about their rights. He organized the Rajmundry Social Reform Association in 1878. Initially, it concentrated on the anti-Nach movement to discourage the hire of Nach girls of celebration, but later concentrated on widow remarriage. He organized the first widow remarriage in Andhra Pradesh in 1881. He succeeded in bringing about a change in the mindset of his people, and gradually more and more people accepted widow remarriage. His progressive thoughts brought in severe criticism and opposition, but he continued uninhibited. He
Okay,
vowed to
so just like
abolish
we
child
have already
marriages.
discussed that whenever you try to walk on a different path to the rest of the people starts raising questions at you, right? So when he was doing this good work and great work, where he was supporting intercaste marriages, where he was supporting people to marry at their own will, where he had asked people to educate females, so he was doing something which is very difficult and different from the rest of the people, right? So because of this, he was getting criticism as well. यश कौन पढ़ेगा अलंकृता रीड पढ़ो बेटा who will read अनमोल यू रीड यशमित मिश्रा ने हाथ रेस कर लिया
Shri Narayana Guru. A significant movement for the betterment of the oppressed people was started in Kerala by
अनमोल
Sri Narayana.
is your throat has some issue, you have some issue in the throat,
Yes, ma'am.
don't read then. Yashmit, you read. Yashmit Mishra. Jaskaran, Yashmit. Araf Gupta can also read. Yashwant Mishra, are you there? Arif Singh, Rena Agarwal, Mubashira.
Yes, ma'am.
Rena, read beta.
Sri Narayana Guru. A significant movement for the betterment of the oppressed people was started in Kerala by Sri Narayana Guru.
Right,
He was
so
born in
we have read about B.R. Ambedkar. He had fought again for the untouchables, right, in the central part of the country, you can say. But who fought for these people in the southern part? It was Sri Narayana Guru.
He was born in 1842 in an Izhava family. This caste was considered untouchable by the Hindus. Narayana Guru devoted his whole life to the upliftment of the Izhavas and the other downtrodden people. He founded many temples in which gods and their images, idols, had no place. In the first temple founded by him, Sri Narayana installed a stone from a nearby stream. The stone carried the following words: "Here is the place where all people live in fraternity without caste distinctions and religious rivalry." In 1903, he founded the Sri Narayana Dharma Paripalana Yogam, which became an important organization to carry out social reforms. Sri Narayana Guru's ideal was one caste, one religion, and one God for all. He popularized his ideal amongst the people of Kerala. Some other social reforms
His
in
his
southern
his
India.
clarion call is very much similar to that of, we can say, Bhagat Singh, right? He has said that there is one nation, there would be one dish, right? He did not want to. He shows them that we don't want to divide the people. We want all of you to feel the same, right? आगे बढ़ो.
Some other social reformers in southern India raised their voice against the evil of Devdasis, a ban on temple entry for the oppressed sections, and other forms of discrimination. They wanted that the wealth of the temple should be under the control of the people, not in the hands of the priests.
Okay, matlab he was very possessive about his culture. He believed that the priests, rather than protecting and giving the correct knowledge to people, they are somehow manipulating the culture and the customs. That is why he was very much against it, and he has some sort of realization that whatever they do is matlab, he did not find those rituals pretty fine. So that's the reason he chose to say no to all these things. Right? Next. Yashmit. So you read next, Bhavya. Is there anyone?
I'm from Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Phule.
कौन पढ़ रहा है? Who is going to read?
I'm from Jyotiba Phule. Jyotiba Govind Rao Phule, also known as Mahatma Jyotibala. Jyotiba Phule was a social reformer, writer, philosopher, scholar, editor, and revolutionary from Maharashtra. Jyotiba Phule and his wife were the pioneer of women's education in
So
India.
these are the ladies who have actually worked day and night tirelessly for the upliftment of the women in the country. Anji, continue.
His remarkable influence was apparent in his remarkable influence was apparent in the fields like education, agriculture, caste system, women and widow upliftment, and removal of untouchability. He is most known for his efforts to educate women and the lower caste as well as the Bahuja people. He, after educating his wife, opened the first school for girls in India in August 1848. In 1873, he wrote a book named Gulamgiri. Jyotiba
Very important
opposed
book,
the
very important book. Underline its name, yaad rakhna that this book was written by him. Ghulam Giri it is. And in case you get some time someday, then please try to find this book and read it. Continue.
Jyotiba opposed the Brahmins' claim that they were superior to others since they are Aryans. Phule argued that the Aryans were foreigners who came from outside the subcontinent and defeated the subjugated the true children of the country, those who have lived here from before the coming of Aryans. According to the Phule, the upper caste had no right to their land and power. In reality, the land belonged to the indigenous people, the, the so-called low caste. Phule claimed that before Aryan rule, there exists a golden age when a warrior peasant tiled just a fair way. He proposed that Shudras, laboring class, and Ati Shudras, untouchables, should unite to challenge caste discrimination.
वो सबसे
The
बड़ा चैलेंज हमारा
subject
था ही ये, राइट? जो डिवाइड एंड रूल पॉलिसी थी, ये कहीं ना कहीं ब्रिटिशर्स के लिए बहुत फायदेमंद, हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा नुकसान ये था, बिकॉज हम अपने मतलब हमारे साथ कोई गलत काम सभी तो देख पाएंगे, जो हम अपने रिलीजन को रिस्पेक्ट करेंगे. बट हमारे एक लीडर्स वर सो बिजी इन क्रिटिसाइजिंग देयर ओन कंट्री दैट दे फॉरगेट टू सी द गुडनेस व्हिच लाइज हियर.
The book Gulamgiri was dedicated to all those Americans who had fought to end slavery, thus establishing a link between the conditions of the lower caste in India and the black slaves in America. As this example shows, Foullés extended his criticism to the caste system to argue against a forms of inequality. He was concerned about the plight of upper caste women, the miseries of the laborers, and the humiliation of the lower caste.
ठीक है. So children, देखो, again we are coming towards, I think hardly 2-3 reformers are left, और करना होगा. But if you have paid attention to, it is very